So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people don't question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Little. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Little, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Tua now, 3rd and goal. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they were in field goal range, chance to go to overtime, got greedy going for the win. Do you think maybe on the sideline they felt compelled to go for that win?
Sometimes that's what happens because as a head coach, you have to take the pulse of your team. You have to know where you are and how they're feeling. And maybe he thought, we've got to win it right now. Overtime, we might not have anything left for that. So maybe that's why they went for it and pressed it.
Unfortunately, it backfired. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get it next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To his throw, taken in by Hockenson here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Here's Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Tua to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. This big game continues. 10 catches now, and another first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Back to throw is Tua. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tagovailoa. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Balaj. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Guys, dig deep.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized it was a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.